Davante Adams, who finished wide receiver number 1 overall last year, 115 receptions on 149 targets, 1,374 yards through the air, and 18 touchdowns through the air. Guys, your thoughts on Davante Adams?
The thing about Adams is he missed 2 games last year, guys. And really only played part of that third one. So it shows that he started and played in 14 games out of their 16 in the regular season. Really, it was kind of 13 and a quarter, maybe. And he still finishes wide receiver 1. Like, the connection is for real. And he is, in my book, clearly the best wide receiver in fantasy football as long as Aaron Rodgers is playing. If he's not, I think he's going to fall back. Now, does he still have value and the ability to help your team? Absolutely, because he is that good of a route runner, and he will be able to get open and do whatever he can for the team. But I do think his stats take a hit. I think he probably slides, possibly all the way down to like wide receiver 15, 16. If Rodgers isn't playing, I think Jordan Love will force feed him the ball. They will find a way to make that work. But just the organic chemistry that Adams and Rodgers have built over the years, that will be missing, and it'll be visible, especially in the first few weeks of the regular season. You won't see Adams with 15 targets. You're probably only going to see him with like 9 targets, and you're going to wonder what the hell are they doing until Jordan Love gets his feet underneath him. So I'm hoping, for this sake, this is the side of me that hopes Aaron Rodgers goes back to Green Bay, because I have a lot of Davante Adams shares. But in all reality, there's a big swing. He's the star player for the Packers that has the most to lose by Aaron Rodgers not being there. So it is a little bit of buyer beware. I wouldn't draft him in the back half of the first round in a single QB league. In a lot of super flex leagues, you've been able to get him at the back end of the third, just because the running back run and the quarterback run is so real. Those first 2 rounds, wide receivers plummet into the 3rd and 4th round. So there's some value there if you're playing in a super flex. But overall, this is why hometown leagues, right? Playing with people coast to coast is one thing, but in your hometown leagues, this is why it's so important to draft so close to the start of the regular season. So that way you can go ahead and have all the information possible before you're doing that, and you can be bragging up on your buddies having all the information. Maybe they're not paying attention. Maybe they already signed off on it, whatever. But right now, drafting today, it is a tough call. I think drafting today, I'm fading Davante Adams more than I'm going after him. I'm looking at other options, whether it's Hopkins if he falls, Tyreek Hill, DK Metcalf. Even if I wait a little bit and go Calvin Ridley, like all these guys, I think I'm picking up over Davante Adams right now, because I have enough shares, and now the fade is on, because I'm really getting worried that Rodgers is going to say, I just don't need it this year. Sorry, guys.
Davante Adams, you're right. It's a tough one, because if Aaron Rodgers is playing, right, he is going to be hyper targeted to the point where, there's not many receivers out there that the quarterback is going to get them the ball 10, 12 times on a slow game. In a fast-paced game where they're really targeting him, there's even fewer wide receivers that are going to see a target share of getting up to 15, 16, 17 targets in a game. And Davante Adams is one of the very few folks that'll do that. And part of that is because he's one of the elite wide receivers out there. So, that being said, Aaron Rodgers playing, try and acquire him everywhere that you can. If he is, if Aaron Rodgers is not playing, that's one of those that you almost have to start kind of questioning. Does he find that fantasy value like an Allen Robinson type, where because of the talent, it doesn't necessarily matter as much of the quarterback play, and he'll still get up in there into wide receiver 1 territory? That's really going to be kind of the biggest question that I've got going into this season. Is we know what it is with Aaron Rodgers. We know that he's got the ability to finish wide receiver number 1 overall, but the question is that if it's Jordan Love, does he still have the ability? Is he still going to get the opportunity? is the Packers offense going to be good enough for him to finish in wide receiver one territory at all?